At this point of the show, we need something really cheap. Something that will cause us three to stand around talking and showing you old clips that you've already seen before. So, welcome to the Top Gear 2003 Awards.
Absolutely. Now, we're not going to mess around with Best Supporting Coupe and Best Car in a Foreign Language or any of that.
We are going to go straight to the big one. Top Gear's Car of the Year. Best car. Gentlemen?
The Rolls-Royce Phantom. We love the way they've merged engineering excellence with old world charm. We also love the fact that Simon Cowell hasn't bought one.
The Volvo XC90, a people carrier that isn't mumsy, a 4x4 that doesn't make you want to punch the driver in the middle of his face. Whoever designed this had kids.
The Mazda RX-8, a practical four-door coupe that goes like stink and drives like a dream. Good at everything and good value too.
And the winner is... obvious, actually. James, you want to play us into this one?
Okay.
The European car of the jury. The European car of the year jury say it's the Fiat Panda, but frankly, we'd rather drive home in ours. It's big. It's British. It's also German. Wasn't that clever, you see? It is, of course, the Rolls-Royce, everybody! That was our attempt at being sensible. Now let's get on to our award for the dullest Grand Prix driver of the year. This is the Nigel Mansell Trophy for the driver who has most persistently driven us to the edge of distraction in a post-race press conference. Gentlemen, the nominations.
From McLaren Mercedes, Kimi Raikkonen. He's 24 years old, he's paid millions of pounds a year, and he chooses to live in Chigwell.
Michael Schumacher. He's had a tattoo on his neck, the little rock and roller, but just in case he wants to wash it off, it's henna.
The second McLaren Mercedes driver, David Coulthard, a man who finished the season by saying exactly what he said for the last 8 seasons. I'll win next time around.
3 nominations there, and David Coulthard has come in 4th.
Excellent.
Old Lantern Jaw says that he will try to do better next time round. The winner, of course, is old Chatterbox himself, Kimi Raikkonen. Now, on to our ugliest car of the year.
The Daewoo Takuma, spreading abject misery into the lives of oncoming motorists.
The Hyundai Matrix. Looks like it was in an accident before it left the factory.
The Mercedes Vaneo. Actually, Mercedes Vaneo sounds a bit like a CNN news reporter or something, doesn't it? However, it looks like Andrew Marr.
It does. Now, those were the nominations, but I'm overruling all of them. I'm playing my joker, and I'm going to say that the winner is the BMW Range. If I had to pick just one, and it's very difficult, I'd probably go for the X3, which is the new small version of the X5, except, of course, it's exactly the same size as the X5. They call it an off-roader, but as you can see from the shot there, it's very carefully sticking to the road where it belongs. And just look at it. Hideous car. Right, let's move on. This is the award for the car most likely to put you into a tree.
Yes.
It is the Most Fun Car of the Year award.
This is important.
It is. Because it's been, no joking, the most amazing year for fun cars we can ever remember. I mean, supercars, normally you get one come along. How many have we had?
Oh, loads.
Enzo.
Enzo, GT.
Yeah, Porsche Carrera GT.
And the Ford GT.
Ford GT, Ford
And
GT.
the Koenigsegg.
McLaren
4.
SLR.
And 5.
Oh, yes.
5 supercars in 1 year.
Aston.
The
Aston
DB7 GT.
GT.
Finally.
T350C as
No,
well,
I want to say the
CBR.
DB7 GT. That was the car that the DB7 always should have been, suddenly arrived this year of all of them, in its last year of production. What were you saying, Dave?
The T350C, the TVR.
Yeah,
Cracking little
TVR,
car.
there's another one. Then there were all those little ones. You know, we got the street car and various different minis, the Works, for instance.
BMW
and
Z4.
the...
BMW Z4.
BMW Z4.
What a machine.
Yeah, well, you see now you've just gone and spoilt it, haven't you? Anyway, we have nailed this massive list down. It's just such a good year. 2, 3, hardest job ever. And they are...
The Porsche GT3, the best version ever of Porsche's enduring 911. And it only took them 40 years to get there.
The Renault Clio V6, it's a shopping car with the engine where the shopping normally goes, and that's why we love it.
And the Vauxhall VX220 Turbo. Think of it as an Elise that runs on Tabasco sauce, and you'll see just why we love it so much.
Now, I think that this is actually the most important award we're making tonight because fun is what we look for most of all in a car. We often refer to it here as the X Factor. It's that thing that makes you want to get into a car and go for a drive. So whichever one wins this is probably the best car of the year, really. The one we'd most like to drive. You're not going to believe the answer. It's the Vauxhall VX220 Turbo.
Yeah, that's what it is.
This is a car that can pummel just about anything in a straight line and then kick them up the pipe through the corners, all for £25,000.
I know, it's fantastic. Just love it. I want to just do this award, if I may. It's the Enemy of the State Award, the person who's done the most to harm the cause of the petrol head these last 12 months. Gentlemen, the nominations.
The Chief Constable of North Wales, Richard Brunstrom, for his resolutely unpopular anti-motorist stance.
There are no more nominations.
So, the winner is the Chief Constable of North Wales.
This is the man who described speeding motorists as criminals.
And then regretted it shortly afterwards when one national newspaper allegedly caught his daughter speeding.
Actually, this is also the man who said there is no more excuse for drifting over the speed limit than there is for drifting a knife into someone. which really isn't true, is it?
It's interesting to note that in April of this year, as his war on the motorists carried on, his force posted the lowest clear-up rate for burglaries ever on record.
And now to our final award of the evening, our surprise of the year. Gentlemen, your nominations, please.
Well, first of all, we have the Mazda RX-8. I think the biggest surprise is that it didn't win our overall Car of the Year title, so maybe it will get a consolation here.
And the Vauxhall Signum. In particular, we were surprised that anyone could be catathonically stupid enough to make a people carrier that can actually carry fewer people than the saloon on which it's based.
And our surprise of the year is... Our surprise of the year is that neither of our nominations has won, because I found something even more surprising.
Absolutely.
Phenomenal thing. Now, we do have one more award to hand out. It is the award for the fastest celebrity round our track award. They've been a mixed bunch this year, really. Rory Bremner!
Go, go, go!
Muscle car needs a big unit.
Rich Hall!
The king of third gear. I was slowed down by the child safety law.
Stephen Fry! Look at him, doesn't he look a dick? Really?
I'd like you to put something like slightly moist. Or...
Martin Kemp! What? Very good! That's the furthest anybody's been from the track. Rob Brydon!
All around, a very nice ride. Sugar babies.
1 minute, 48 seconds. Sanjeev Bhaskar! The tissue box, look.
I really wish my mum hadn't taught me to drive.
Oh, yes!
It was wet out there.
Yeah.
There was an albatross that flew in front of the window.
Johnny Vegas!
Yo, Jeremy! Give me a duck car!
He had beat Harry Enfield and Richard Whiteley, and they've both got driving licenses. Simon Cowell! I really was looking forward to taking you apart.
I wasn't even trying.
Okay, now we've been terrified these last few weeks that Jodie Kidd would still be the top of the leaderboard and that she'd have to come down here, get another award, and we wouldn't have any money for flowers or chocolates or in James's case, even personal hygiene.
Disaster. However, our bacon was saved just a few weeks ago when Simon Cowell came on the programme as a guest and blitzed the track record. 1 minute 47.1. That's absolutely fabulous.
The great thing is that we said to him, do you want to go out with a Stig in a Noble? And we thought, be great. We'll frighten the living daylights out of him. And this is what happened. 352 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds. This is a seriously fast car, and the Stig is going right to the limits. And look, he's just not bothered. It's right through Chicago, right to the edge. OK, so we thought, right, we'll give him the hammerhead. We'll get a really good run up here. Up to about 125. Last corner. He is a cool customer and very deserving of the Top Gear Award as the fastest celebrity of the year. We can join him now.
I'd like to say that I'm sorry about not being able to accept this award personally, but I'd be lying. I'm actually on a beach in Barbados. As for the award itself, having been given it, I'm delighted I'm not going to be able to accept it personally, because this is, without question, the most pathetic award I've ever seen in my life. What does it mean to me, though? I beat a girl, I beat JK, that means a lot, and I also beat Jeremy Clarkson, and that means an awful lot to me. As a passing thought, Jeremy, I have heard Desert Island Discs, and you have the audacity to criticise my taste in music. Hopefully I'll be seeing you again next year. I'd like to do it again next year. It's been a lot of fun. Happy Christmas. Happy New Year. Goodbye.
Now, if he'd been nice, we'd have wrapped the show up here and now, OK? But he wasn't. So, who'd like to see what happened when we put him in the driver's seat of the Noble?
Oh, yes.
Yes? Play the tape. Right, here we go. This is the follow-through. Cowell driving, as you can see. Coming up to the fastest corner on the track, 115 miles an hour, and... Oh, dearie me! That is absolutely, totally incompetent man.
Rubbish.
And I think we've made it.
I think so.
We've made a show for 47p.
Yeah.
We've finished it. So, James, play us out, please. There we go. Next year, we'll be road testing lots of new cars, providing, of course, we get a big bag of money. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your holidays and have a very, very happy New Year. Good night.